Once upon a time, in a small town called Giwa in northern Nigeria, there lived a young woman named Aisha. She was married to Adam, a man whom everyone admired for his charm and charisma. To the outside world, their marriage seemed like the perfect match. However, behind closed doors, a different story unfolded. Adam, although respected in the community, had a short temper. He constantly belittles Aisha for little things, criticizing her actions and efforts. Aisha, conditioned by societal norms to believe that a husband is always right and that he should be treated like a mini god, endured the verbal abuse in silence, thinking it was her duty to keep her family together. As time passed, Adam's behavior escalated. His criticism turned into physical violence. Aisha, isolated and too afraid to seek help due to the fear of shame and judgment, suffered in silence, covering her bruises with smiles whenever in public. Their daughter, Bilkisu, lived in a household overshadowed by her father's abusive behavior towards her mother. Witnessing the distressing scenes of her mother being mistreated became a painful routine in her life. One fateful day, unable to bear the sight of her mother being subjected to her father's anger, Bilkisu attempted to intervene. However, her brave act of defending her mother was met with her father's annoyance, resulting in his unjustifiable violence towards her. He beat Balkisu up. The physical injuries sustained by Bilkisu rendered her unable to attend school for 2 weeks. Concerned about her absence, Bilkisu's class teacher, Auntie Fatima, decided to visit her at home to inquire about her health. Initially hesitant, Bilkisu later opened up to Auntie Fatima, revealing the harsh truth about her father's abusive behavior towards her mother. Shocked and deeply concerned, Auntie Fatima reassured Bilkisu that she was not alone and that what she experienced was wrong. Bilkisu told Auntie Fatima that her mother was hospitalized as a result of the beating she received from her father. Auntie Fatima's heart sank as she hurried to the hospital, her mind racing with worry for Bilkisu's mother. Upon arriving, she rushed to the ward where Bilkisu's mother was admitted, only to find the situation worse than she could have imagined. Bilkisu sat beside her mother's bed, tears streaming down her face, holding her mother's hand as she struggled to breathe. The doctor, with a heavy heart, informed Auntie Fatima that Bilkisu's mother had succumbed to the severe injuries caused by the domestic violence. A wave of shock and sorrow swept through Auntie Fatima as she witnessed the devastating impact of domestic abuse. Balkis's mother eventually passed away. Overwhelmed by grief and disbelief, Bilkisu clung to her mother's hand, unable to comprehend the loss she had just experienced. Her world shattered in an instant, leaving behind a void that seemed insurmountable. Auntie Fatima, deeply moved and distraught by the tragedy, held Bilkisu close, offering her comfort and support in this moment of unbearable pain. With a heavy heart, She knew that swift action needed to be taken to ensure justice for Bilkisu's mother and the safety of Bilkisu. In her role as a teacher and as a mandated reporter, Auntie Fatima immediately reported the devastating incident to the authorities in the nearby city. The case was escalated and law enforcement officials launched an investigation to hold the perpetrator accountable for the tragic loss of Bilkisu's mother. Bilkisu's father was handed over to the authority. This heartbreaking incident sparked an outcry in the community, raising awareness about the ugly reality of domestic violence. It prompted discussions, educational campaigns, and advocacy efforts to address and prevent such atrocities from occurring in the future. Amidst the grief, Auntie Fatima vowed to stand by Bilkisu, offering unwavering support and ensuring that she received the care and assistance needed during this traumatic time. As the community mourned the loss of a beloved member, they united in solidarity, determined to break the cycle of domestic violence and work towards creating a safer environment for everyone. This story is a tragic reminder of the devastating impact of domestic violence. It emphasizes the urgent need for awareness, intervention, and support to prevent such tragedies and protect those affected by abuse. That's the end of my story. And we should always remember that at the end of the day, most abusers go scot free. Therefore, it is always good to report abuse before it is too late.